I mean,
if I wasn't playing music, I wouldn't be doing anything. It's like the one thing in life that makes me happy, and I don't really have a reason for music, like why I play it, but it just, I've done it for so long that I don't know anything else.
yeah, it's just such a like, it's such an important part of like just humanity in general. Like,
One of the best things there is in the world. I don't know why. I feel like humans are so complicated and messed up that we made this thing called art to try and understand the world and try to under ourselves, and failing sometimes to do so, and sometimes really getting to something more meaningful that's, you know, kind of abstract and might sound hippy dippy like new agey, but you know, it's there. It's
cathartic, really.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, it's sort of a physical manifestation of all these things that you feel, you know, and it just feels good to put them into something, really.
Get the vibes, man.
well, I mean, like, you know what I mean? Like, you think back to like just where music started. Like, it was just it's always been a way for people to connect. Music has always been a way for people to, like, no matter how awful or fantastic or epic or simple the music is, like, it's a way for people to express themselves freely and to connect with others.
And it's all essentially the same,
Yeah,
too, which is
it really
the
is.
beautiful thing.
Like,
If I didn't get into music in high school, I can't even imagine the friends and the weird people I would know.
You probably
Most of my friends are
masturbated a lot more.
musicians.
like, you know, I mean, personally for me, like, music, in a very crazy and very unstable childhood, music was like the only stable thing. Like, I feel like a lot of what I learned about life really just came through like music and like what I learned about myself playing it.
And it's also nice to have something that's relatively constant. I mean, I love music for many reasons, but one of them is that you really do get out of it what you put into it. And it's nice to have something like that in your life too, you know?
Well, I think, like I said before, the music gets at something that the greater social culture misses, and that what it kind of sees as good and valid is an honest expression and really enjoying oneself and connecting with others and connecting to something rather than this kind of going through the motion line of achievement. You know, some people view music that way, and I think that's what makes kind of, you know, bad music, just
Right.
showing what you can do, like technical achievement over next technical achievement and all this kind of stuff.
Honesty is what you should be striving for.
It gets at honesty
Right.
in a real kind of deeper.
I mean, but at the same time, you know, I think no matter what music you're making, I think in a sense, it's still making the person who's doing it, like, it's still bringing them happiness. Like, it's still giving them, like, once again, you know, you get out of it what you put into it, and like, even if, you know, it's others, their audience may just be them.
Right.
You know what I mean?
In
Like,
a lot of communities, that's
yeah,
exactly what
like
happens.
music, you really, like, I do music for me,
Yeah.
and I hope
Yeah.
that I do it well enough that I might be able to make $1.
I was gonna
like,
say-
I might be able to eat. You
The
know?
exact same thing. For me, I mean, I think art in general has a higher significance, but I do it for my own selfish, indulgent reasons.
Yeah.
There's something that I want to express in a particular moment in time that I want to solidify, really, and like, chiefly I do it for me, but with the hope that other people can relate to it as well.
Exactly.
I feel like it's a good thing to be passionate about something in life, and this is the only thing that I've ever been passionate about. And when I look at people who aren't in music, who are like, oh, what are you doing? Like, trying to, like,
Yeah, be a rock star.
be a rock star, and you think you're doing, like, it's not about that. It's the fact that they don't understand the same passion that I have for music.
I feel like in a non-new agey, spacey way, it's almost like I'm meant to do this, because every time I think about, you know, oh, you could just settle in, get a day job, make money, and just be fine. It doesn't, it's like, does not work for me. I have this, like, this curse.
It's a sickness.
It's a sickness. Like, you have to do it, or else, like, you have to do it.
There's a teacher of mine he was an accountant in the day, and he was a really great musician, NEC and all this stuff, and he was telling me, he was like, the only reason why I'm doing this is because I cannot do anything else. It's like, being a musician is terrible, but I do it because I have to do it. And it's kind of it's kind
Yeah, in
of
some weird way, you
is,
have to do it. There's some people,
Yeah.
it's just in their brain.
Right.
There's a professor at Rhode Island College that literally lost her family because she's so involved in her music. She just hears it all the time. And, like, it's to the point that it distracted her from her family, pushed her family away. And, like, you know what I mean? That's all she knows. And, like,
Yeah.
it's scary, but at the same time, like, I completely understand what she means. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I think about music in unhealthy amount. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's
right.
all
a
I
lot
do.
of
Like,
great musicians are quite mentally unstable
yeah.
people
And I-
because that love drove them like
I think you kind
absolutely
of have
nuts.
to be.
Well, you got to be a little crazy to want to
Yeah,
do this
You gotta
because
be a little tweak.
even when you make it, I mean, you live in ain't great unless you like somehow get really lucky.
I mean, there
but
really
you
isn't-
find joy
Yeah.
in that, in making music and making culture and connecting with yourself, and then hopefully connecting with others. You know.
Making it in the classical sense is largely dead now, isn't it? I mean, that doesn't even exist anymore. So now more than ever, you do it because you can't do anything else.
It's a universal language.
Making it is making it in a sort
Right.
of transcendent way. You
Being
made it for
happy-
yourself.
Being happy with who you are and what you're doing is
No.
really the only thing you should be trying to do. There's no major label payoffs anymore, you know what I mean? That bullshit, anyway.
Fuck that.